Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to the One Take Commentary channel, and in today's video, this video is pretty much telling you guys on how not to act in the movie theaters, more so talking on the woman that you could see in the picture and stuff. The woman that was recording, yeah, it was like she didn't do anything wrong. You know, people make mistakes. It was just how this woman was acting. It's like, nah fam, you're being a mad Karen right now. Like, it's one of those things where it's just the situation could have been avoided. Like, let me just act this out real quick. So yeah, let's say we're going to see King Kong versus Godzilla versus Suge Knight or something. I don't know. Sounds like it should be a sci-fi movie. But anyways, I'm sitting down and I'm watching this movie because I'm like, how are them two going to be going up against Suge Knight? Like, who's going to win this? Like, no, I'm curious. Like, no, I got to sit down. I got to watch this movie and stuff. So anyways, I'm sitting down. I'm watching the movie. Forgot, that we got like assigned seating and stuff. Yeah, because let's say it's a situation where I went to all these different movie theaters where there ain't no assigned seating. You just buy a ticket, sit wherever. Because that's how I grew up. You just buy a ticket and you sit whatever. So I can see how some people might make that mistake, especially if it's been a while since they've been to the movie theaters, right? So anyways, so let's say I just go and I sit down. I'm getting ready to watch the movie. They still showing the previews. I'm like, oh yeah, that movie look good. That movie look good. Yeah, I might go and see that movie. All of a sudden, I feel a tap on the shoulder. I look because it's a little dark in there. And so, well, they haven't turned off all the lights yet, but it's like it's a tad bit dark. Okay, so how it should have went, how this video should have went, it should have just been a simply tap on the shoulder or, hey, I think you're sitting in my seat. I'm like, oh, I straight up forgot that we had assigned seats in here and stuff. No, my fault. Let me go ahead and see where so get my ticket. Oh, okay, I'm supposed to sit in F4. My fault. I'm in F5. Now, let me go ahead. I'm like, I did get the seat warrant for you. But yeah, my fault. It shouldn't even have been like that. I should have been paying attention, Leave it at that. We enjoyed King Kong versus Godzilla versus Suge Knight, and then we watched the movie, realized the movie was trash, and then we go on about our business. But no, when it gets to a point where you're getting off up in a person's face, you're pushing them, you're yelling at them, you're putting them through a situation where it's like they gotta explain it to their kids later, like, yeah, your parent was dealing with a Karen. Most likely when you get my age, you're going to have to be dealing with a Karen too. It shouldn't even have been like that. It's just, and it's one of those things where it's all like, and I guess like, let's say if the woman that you guys are seeing in the picture and stuff, let's say she was in the right and things, but it's just still, it's like, it's just how she acted. It's like, you guys got to just watch the video for yourself. I'm not going to play it. But, yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, you just gotta watch the video for yourself and just see how she was acting, because it's like, there's no reason to be carrying on like that. And she's in the wrong, where it's all like, okay, she's seen herself being recorded, then she hurry up and pulled out her phone and start recording the person. It's like, yeah, because you're putting your hands on them. Of course they gonna, so the woman that was, recording, she had already started recording prior before the woman, I guess, had put her hands on her. But you can hear it in the video. You can't really make out and see it, but you can hear it that the, woman had put her hands on her. And then in the second photo that you guys are seeing her, where it's like, she's kind of like in a fallen position, yeah, that was after the mom had pushed her back. But it's like, you can't put your hands on somebody then just assume that they're not going to put their hands back, especially if they're younger. Just because they're older, people don't care about stuff like that. You put your hands on somebody, even if it's, I even remember the one video where the old woman had spit on the other woman. And, yeah, she got beaten up. She got stumped out and things. And it's like, yeah, you brought down yourself. You can't be out here assaulting people and then just assume that, oh, okay, like, they're not going to do anything about it because I'm old. That don't, look, I feel like, even though we're in a more modern time, we're still living by like some wild west rules and stuff. Like, we don't care about none of that, all right? Like, we don't care about no age. We don't care about your situation. You put your hands on me, I'm putting my hands on you. Point blank, period. All right, so yeah, it's just one of those things where the situation could have been avoided, but yeah, it's like Miss Karen over here. It's like, yeah, she just assumed that you sitting in my seats and I gotta make a whole big scene out of it and stuff. And then that was the part that tripped me out, was that so the mom put her hands on the woman pushed her back, and then that's when the son has stepped in and was all like, okay, you need to, and it's like, fam, where was that energy at when your mom was over here like all in my like face and in my personal space and stuff, like getting mad over some seats? Fam, it's some seats. All you just got, my thing is this, All right, so let's just say, like the woman, she sat in the seat because she was like, I want to sit in these seats. I don't care if I bought no other seats. So what you do, you walk up to them, be like, hey, I think you're sitting in my seats. If she don't get up, then that's when you go get the manager and be like, hey, yo, this person's sitting in my seat. I paid for the seat. I want to sit in my seat and stuff. Then that's when the manager comes in, be like, hey, you gotta get up and go. This movie ain't gonna start until you get up out this woman's seat. That's how that situation. Another way how the situation could have ended, but it's like, nah, it's just she put her hands on somebody, and then it's like, yeah, it's like, and then she ended up getting charges filed on her and stuff. But I don't know if let me see if I can find. I don't know if it was like let's just read out what TMZ said. Shout out to TMZ too. But anyways, oh, did she get arrested? Because it looked like some cops. I didn't see a part two, but anyways, so so TMZ wrote out. So they like a lady had a meltdown on a mom after her kids mistakenly sat in the woman's seat at the movie theater, and the whole thing was caught on camera, including the cops showing up. This wild scene was captured over the weekend by a TikTok user. Okay, so I seen it on TikTok. TikTok user who posted part of the interaction on her account, and it shows a movie goer getting in her face at a Cinemark in Manchester CT. I don't know Cincinnati. I think I don't know. I think that's what that should be, right? I don't be knowing my states like that. I know people are gonna be Connecticut. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I don't be paying attention to stuff like that. I know Washington, and that's it. All right. So, but anyways, as you can see, this woman who's being filmed is clearly upset about the fact that the camerawoman's son is apparently plopped down in the seat she paid for. So it wasn't even the mom, it was the kid. It's like, you could have just said, like, hey, I think your kid is sitting in my seat. And then it's like, yeah, then the mom's just like, hey, you're going to have to get up out that woman's seat and things. That's crazy. But so anyways, then they, TMZ, whoever the writer was, they go on to say, but her reaction to that here is pretty over the top as she's filmed screaming her head off about the mix-up. Yeah, so anyways, the lead up to this wasn't caught on video, so it's unclear why this woman was so bent out of shape. But in any case, she's definitely riled up, and some say unreasonably so. Yeah, because it's like, there's no reason to be carrying on like that in no movie theater. It's like, you could have saved all that energy and all that attitude for any other situation that requires that much energy and attitude. But it's like, nah, you're snapping on a family for going and watching the movie. It's like, that's just crazy. But so anyways, then they go on to say, you can see what happened to this woman. She tried to swat the camera out the mom's hand, and she gets shoved in response. Oh, so yeah, so she did hit the mom. Okay, so anyways, that is before another kid enters the picture, who seems to be with the older woman and tries to. Yeah, I think that had to have been her grandkid or something. Maybe maybe his mom. But anyways, so like upon confirming that indeed they were in the wrong seat, the woman starts moving her kids, but not before telling the overzealous woman that she should behave herself and show some decorum next time around. Eventually, both women head out in the lobby to complain. The mom says she wants to speak with the manager and requests the cops get involved, saying she wants to press charges against the lady, which leaves her incredulous. I don't know, bro. That's those some words. But anyway, yeah, like I did see that part, and then there's like the OG TikToker posted a follow clip showing the officers on the scene, but she didn't add any other context to spell out what exactly happened. TMZ has spoken to sources in the scene, and we're told the cops not only came, but they ended up escorting the lady in the red out of the building. Oh wow, so she did. Yeah, because it's like, you can't put your hands on somebody and then just assume like, oh okay, like that's okay, I could just go and hit at somebody and things, and they're just gonna have to see. And the thing is this, it could have been a situation where it's like, let's say you do this to somebody that's like halfway crazy, and they pull out a weapon, whether it's gonna shoot or stab you, and they ended your life, or them put you in a critical condition and stuff. So yeah, it's like, it's one of those things where it's just, you can't be out here fighting battles with people, because it's like, you really don't know what they're capable of. And with the TikToker, it's like, yeah, she was capable of calling the cops and getting you escorted out. So it's like, I don't know if she got her money back, but it's like, yeah, you did get escorted out, and you wasn't even able to see that movie. You ain't gonna be able to see that movie until it comes to Peacock, HBO Max, Netflix, or whatever streaming platform you own. But yeah, it's like, it's just one of those things where it's like, people, come on now. It's like, act like you have common sense, okay? Don't be acting like you got some issues or something, because then it's like, yeah, then you gonna meet your match, and she met her match. So Anyways, yeah, but it's like there's no reason to be carrying on like that. You know, it's all like if somebody's sitting in your seat, ask them to move. If they don't, go tell the manager, and then they're the ones getting kicked out of the movie theaters, not you. So, but anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.